Good morning. It's a beautiful sunny morning in Winnipeg, and I decided to move out of my office into the dining room to enjoy the sunshine that is streaming in through the window. So, tomorrow evening we have a leadership conference call scheduled, but I decided to do a training video instead because I know so many of you are really busy either at little mini trade shows in your community or doing those last minute freezer meals or gourmet tastings or servicing your customers or maybe doing some family shopping. Whatever is on your agenda, I know that is a really busy time. So today I want to share some leadership tips with you, not only how you can keep your business going and growing in January, but what you can do with your team to keep them active and their business moving forward as well. So quite often people have this misconception that January is a really quiet month. And I have to tell you that that totally is a mindset. It does not have to be that way. Just the other day, Lori Webb from Alberta shared with us that January is often her busiest month. And I know I have shared with many of you on my calls before that I belong to a leadership group with other direct sellers and those who have been in the business and are quite seasoned. I always say that January is an amazing month for them. So it's a mindset. You know, we often think that people don't want to get together in January or people don't have any money in January. The truth of the matter is that after that hustle and bustle, people want some quiet time with some friends. So what a great way to get together for a gourmet tasting. Or they find that they're right back into the swing of things, new budget years if they're working corporately, or kids really involved with hockey or whatever sporting event they're involved with. So they need to fill their freezers. They need to be, they get home from work, they want to feed their family something nutritious, and they want to be out the door. So our freezer meal workshops in January are the absolutely perfect solution of what am I going to feed my family. So there's many ways that you can keep your business very busy in January. And the other thing, we all know at Christmas time we all indulge and we are sharing the chocolates and the cookies and there's all these little office parties going on. So imagine how amazing it would be to call up one of your friends, if their company allows it, and offer to bring some soup and biscuits for lunch. Or maybe you're going to bring a veggie tray and make our Greek seasoning, mix it with Greek yogurt and make a wonderful dip and maybe a couple of other dips. Or as I said, you could do soup and bread. Offer to take lunch to their office or snack to their office. And that can be an office party. You can do 2 or 3 of them. So I just want to take a little peek at what January can look like for you. And when you're doing it, your team will be doing it as well, because I would like you to work with your team and teach them how to keep their January blooming and growing and strong and their business moving forward. So I just made a few notes here. So think about what your January could look like if you did one gourmet tasting, and maybe the sales aren't quite as high in January at your gourmet tasting. They could be. So let's just move it down to a $400 party. Our average party is close to $500. Again, if you don't want to be average, have them invite more guests and move that up. So, but let's say they did one $400 party. They would earn you would earn $120 commission. If you had a freezer meal workshop and 6 people attended, that's $127 commission. If you did a $500 online party, it would be $150. If you did 2 of those office parties at $300 each, that's $180. So that's $577 in your pocket. And then just think about doubling your efforts. That is $1,154. Think about tripling it. That is how you make money in any direct sales company. So when you are looking at your commissions and you look at the sales, that when you're just doing one of those events, it's $1,926. So you're going to reservice some customers, bring your sales up to, or maybe you're restocking your own pantry, bring your sales up to $2,000. From team leaders on, you now are earning a personal bonus of 3%. It just starts there and it moves up as you move up the compensation plan when your sales are over $2,000. So when you break it down, a freezer meal workshop, a gourmet tasting, a couple of online parties, office parties, it's so easy to see how you can keep building your dollars in January. And I do want you to share this with your team because it's really disappointing for people who maybe have just joined you in the latter part of this year. And business is always strong in the last quarter because people are doing They're shopping for entertaining, they're shopping for gifts. And then all of a sudden, if they're not experienced and January comes along, they're like, oh my goodness, my business isn't what I thought it would be. It's your job as their mentor and coach to make sure they know how to keep their business strong. And it's one of those things you always hear me talk about. If you want to make money, you have to work. People say, oh, it's so easy because we sell food and everybody loves it. Yes, it's easy to sell our products because people love them, but you have to work at it if you want to make money. It's like any other job. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So the other thing that what's happening when you're hitting your $2,000 absolute minimum, I mean, sales could be way higher than that, but when you're hitting that minimum, you're also earning the consistency bonus for our next Discover the Rewards trip. And I know we've had calls on this, and so many of you visualize yourself on that cruise ship or on a warm, sunny beach being served tropical drinks. We love to spoil you. We'd love for all of you to be there. So you can't take a break in January, February, March and expect to be on that cruise ship with us. You need to keep your business growing every single month. And you can do that with just these few steps. So don't overcomplicate it. Our business can be very uncomplicated. And just on your calendar right now, line up. So phone these people in the next 3 weeks, or you're still in front of a lot of people. You want to be talking to them. Get together with your friends in January. Let's do a freezer meal workshop and stock your freezers. I know a number of consultants that already have their freezer meals lined up for January because busy working people, busy moms, they want those meals in their freezer. If you think, and my niece is she's a young mom, she's a professional, she's got 2 little children. She never goes up without Sunset Gourmet Fields meals in her freezer. When she's done with one and her freezer's running low, she books another one, and then she'll book another one, and all of her friends are doing the same thing because they don't want to spend those precious hours every evening in the kitchen for 2 hours. They know what they're going to be serving their family. And people might say, well, doesn't it become repetitive if I keep doing the freezer meals? No, you change your sides. Because the reality is we're all eating chicken, 2 or 3 times a week, or we're all eating pork once a week, or a pasta. So you change your sides to change it up. And let's say, for instance, you're doing one of our chicken meals, and there's always leftovers. So the next night you're enjoying a chicken pizza, or you're making a Caesar salad with chicken in, or you're doing a stir fry. So when you think about how you can change those meals up all the time. And the other thing that I know some of you, even as leaders, you're as leaders and you're new and you're afraid to do freezer meals. Don't be afraid. We have, when you sign on to your support page, there is a tab on the support page that says freezer meal workshops. Every single thing that you need to know about freezer meals is there. It tells what you as a consultant have to take. It tells the customers what they have to shop for, plus the additional items they have to bring, like a bowl, a measuring cup, some freezer bags. Whatever it is that you need or they need, it's very, very clearly laid out for you. And if you have questions, if you read through all of it and you still have questions, my goodness, call us. Call Perry or I. We're at the office all the time. We're here to help you. Call your upline if they've been doing them. They've all got these great, amazing tips that they can share with you. So don't be afraid to jump into your January with a calendar full of freezer meal workshops. When I was talking about what the money you could earn by doing just one of these activities a week, like I said, like double that. You'll double your money. You'll double your sales. And you can teach your team exactly how to do that. And just think how much they would appreciate it. They joined you in business because they're looking for an opportunity. They're looking for an opportunity to make some money. They're looking for an opportunity to meet new people. Maybe they want to build their confidence. So you owe it to them as a leader. You owe it to teach them how to make money in this business. And part of our job is to help you as well. And when you phone us, Perry and I are always happy to help you. Janice also does training. She's happy to help you. Reach out. If you're feeling stuck, don't give up. If you went to a corporate job and you know what it's like those first few days when you're training and it's just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing. And then 3 months later, it's like, wow, what did I find so hard about this? Sunset Gourmet business is exactly the same. You've got to step out of your comfort zone and you got to just try it. And pretty soon you'll be a pro at it. You'll add your own touches. You'll add your own uniqueness to it. And don't be afraid to change it up. So that, you know, if you've got a group of friends that have always done a gourmet tasting, change it up. Turn it into maybe a participation appetizer event. Have them help you make a pizza, or have them make some roll-ups, or you know, create something that they can participate in. It doesn't hurt to do that. So certainly when you're new and when you're with your new crowd, you want to do a traditional gourmet tasting. But if it's the same crowd, just tell them, let's get together. Let's make some appetizers. Let's have some fun. What a great way to spend an evening. And then I said before, don't forget your friends that work in offices. We all know people who work in an office. Reach out to them. Let them be the hero of the day. Say to their friends, I'm bringing snacks tomorrow. You will provide the snacks. They will enjoy the rewards. You will have all kinds of new customers that are being introduced to Sunset Gourmet for the first time. So just go for it. Think outside of the box. And then, of course, there are always some little events going on, or if there aren't, create your own. Get together with maybe a couple of your other direct sales friends and have a, you know, a shop and stop in your home. Serve some few tasty appetizers, and let people come and have an afternoon and just enjoy shopping and enjoy some get together, because people are always going to need food. People are always going to eat. People are always going to be cooking. So my goodness, why wouldn't they be cooking with Sunset Gourmet? So I urge you as leaders to work with your teams, and not just Facebook. Social media is amazing. Don't just Facebook or send a message and like, hey, how you doing? Pick up the phone and say, I would love to help you be successful. Let's get together. Let's talk about it. Schedule a meeting with them to talk about their January and their February and their March. You want to have consistency in their income for them to be happy. And you want that for yourself as well. So I encourage you, don't ever have fear, and don't ever fear failure. The only thing you should fear is getting down and never getting up again. That is the worst thing that you can do, because we all have that. It doesn't matter where we work or what we're doing. There are days when we're just like, oh my goodness, this was not a great day. That doesn't stop you from going to work the next day. So if you have an event with Sunset Gourmet that isn't successful, just do another one, because I'll tell you, people love the products. People love inviting you into their homes. People want something new. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really encourage you to take your business to new heights as you move into January and February. And I am going to be doing an all consultant call next week, Monday. I believe that is the 11th. Join me on that call. We're going to be doing, there's lots of new people, so we're going to be doing some more talking about freezer meal workshops. We are going to be talking about keeping your business moving forward. So join us on that call. But in the meantime, enjoy this video, and thank you so much. You are all just awesome.